Hey guys, BenMir20. Today is July 6, 2009, and that means it's time for another Virtual Console Monday. I'm talking Wii Shop Channel and DSi Shop Channel as well. Guys, and today we actually got 3 WiiWare games again. I don't know why we keep getting pounded with these WiiWare games. I wish they'd go back to Virtual Console games. And we actually got a Commodore 64 game. That's right, I said Commodore 64. Garbage. We all know Commodore 64 should not even be in the category in the Wii Shop Channel. I mean, I'm not, for one, not a big fan of Commodore 64 games, never will be. It's an old computer gaming system that shouldn't even belong in the Virtual Console section. But getting on to that before I get a little too rattled, the first WiiWare game, 600 points. It's called Bust-A-Move Plus. It's an old game that they brought back to the WiiWare, and it's another puzzle game, and it uses a bubble launcher to launch multicolored bubbles into this playing field. You match 3 bubbles and they pop. And you can make combinations. You pop 3 bubbles or more, they pop, smush together, and if 3 more match up, they pop, they keep popping, and that's how you make combos. Yeah, it's an old game. A lot of people will like it because it's an old game that a lot of fans are already grown to love. And I wish they quit remaking these games that people already like to make a quick buck. Not a big fan of this game. I'm sure a lot of people like it and probably already downloaded it. But 600 points, I guess, ain't too much to ask. But not a big fan of it, guys. And it has the pay and play feature where you can actually pay to download like 135 new puzzles or stages. And there's 2 packs, so that's like 270 total. Not a big fan of it, but I guess a lot of people out there might like it, but I, for one, do not. Does not have Wi-Fi. You think a game like this would have Wi-Fi to compete against your friends, but sadly it does not. You can play against your friends at your house, but not over Wi-Fi. The next game for WiiWare is called Bit Trip Core, 600 points. Guys, I mean, it's another, it continues the Bit Trip saga. It's another game of the series. If you like the first one, you might want to pick this one up, but I, for one, hated the first one. And I watched the trailer of this game, and there ain't too much to say about it. It's a rhythm-based game. Imagine like a plus sign, an axis, a plus sign like this. You got blocks falling down on this side right here, and as the blocks fall down and match your little axis you got right here, you got a boom. It's a rhythm-based game, real fast-paced. Looks like it could be confusing and frustrating. It looks like one of those games that once you download it, you're going to wish you didn't. You're going to play it for like 10, 20 minutes, get frustrated with it, and just never play it again. So I do not recommend this game unless you really, really enjoyed the first one. Cannot recommend this game at all, guys. Next game we got, it's called Hercules Chariot Racing. It's 800 points. And guys, it's the biggest ripoff of Mario Kart I have ever seen. I mean, down to the tracks, the items. I mean, I watched the trailer on this, the maps. I mean, you're on the track, and they actually got power boosts on the track. They're yellow and red, just like Mario Kart. As soon as you run over them, boom, you take off fast. It's a boost pad, and they have them right next to jumps where you jump up in the air. I mean, it actually looks like a fun game, only because it copies Mario Kart in every single way possible. The kind of items they got are like tridents, fireballs, lightning rods, and much more. It's kind of like in a medieval scene type deal. It has multiplayer, but split screen, and it has no Wi-Fi. If you're going to copy Mario Kart, you should have Wi-Fi. I mean, Mario Kart's a great game, and this game should have Wi-Fi. I don't recommend it at all, because if you already have Mario Kart Wii, why would you want this game? It's a game just like it, but it's dumbed down, generic. Don't recommend it at all. Save your money. Don't buy this game unless you watch a trailer of it and you're like, huh, I might want to play that. But it has no Wi-Fi. If it had Wi-Fi, I might consider it, guys. But considering it doesn't, don't recommend it at all. Next game we got is the Commodore 64. And I'm not even going to say much about this game, guys. 500 points. All the Commodore 64 games are 500 points. Dude, they should be 200 points. I mean, you should pay me to play it. I mean, who wants to play these Commodore 64 games? Not me. Okay, the game they gave us is California Games, 500 points. It's a sport game where you get your own sponsor. It has biking, surfing, skateboarding, a bunch of summer games. It doesn't look very interesting at all. It looks garbage. I don't recommend it. And guys, I have a question. I've never played a Commodore 64 game on the Virtual Console. I know it uses a keyboard because it's a computer game. So does that mean there's an on-screen keyboard that you got to use with your, your Wii remote, or can you actually plug in a keyboard in the USB port and use an actual keyboard, or can you use a Virtual Console controller? I mean, I don't know, guys. Let me know how the game's controlled. I've never played it before. Let me know if you can actually use a real keyboard or if it's an on-screen keyboard. I'd really like to know, guys. Moving on to the DSi Shop channel, we got 2 games. One, it's Art Style Base 10. It's 500 points. It's another puzzle game, garbage. Don't recommend it. And I know you're thinking, man, you're a little too harsh here, calling all these games garbage. But guys, look at these games. This game, it's a game of numbers, and you create combinations equaling 10 by sliding numbers around the playing field. I mean, if you like those kind of games, go for it. But I don't like those games. Not too many people do. So they must be making some kind of money off these art style games. It must be the older crowd buying these games, because I don't see any young kids buying these type of games. Okay, next game actually looks like it might be worth a download. Asphalt 4 Elite Racing. It's 800 points. This game does not have Wi-Fi. If it had Wi-Fi, I would have already downloaded it. But it does not have Wi-Fi. You pick from 28 dream cars and motorcycles. You can customize your controls. You no longer have to use a stylus for everything. You can use a stylus to control the whole game, or you can just use the D-pad and customize your controls. Finally, we get to use the D-pad. I mean, they take great DS games such as Phantom Hourglass, Zelda, and they make it to where the whole game is touchscreen, and they ruin it. I mean, Phantom Hourglass was a really great game. I enjoyed every bit of it, but using the touchscreen for everything I didn't like it. Why couldn't I use the D-pad? You know what I mean? I just didn't like it. But yeah, guys, you can actually use the D-pad on this game. It has over 8 cities you can race in. You can play against 4 different people in multiplayer mode, which would be the wireless connection, not over Wi-Fi, sadly. But I guess you can do it wirelessly. You can actually use the camera, take a picture of yourself, use it for your icon, and it says you can actually use it for the environments too. If you've ever played Mario Kart Wii and you've seen like the environment, like say Coconut Mall, and you see your Mii like in the pictures in Coconut Mall, that's kind of like what they're going to do with the pictures you take. So that's kind of cool. You're going to see the pictures you take in the environments, which I think is kind of neat. And I might download it just to see how that works, because that seems like a pretty cool concept. But yeah, guys, that's about it for the Wii Shop channel and DSi Shop channel this week. If you enjoyed this video and the information I've received, go ahead and subscribe, everybody out there. This has been Van Buren 20. There'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again for watching.